I feel like
drop that. Yeah, feel the funk, y'all. Yeah, feel the funk, y'all. Yeah, you lay back in the cut. What's up? What's up?
hello my doves, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to Afrodite by Olympia. If you're new here, my name's Olympia and I do videos about beauty and makeup available in Australia for deeper skin tones. So I haven't done a bronzer review video in a hot minute and I am so excited because I miss doing these type of videos. It's kind of what launched my channel, kinda. I don't know. I just have this weird, uncanny obsession with bronzers. So I'm gonna do one for you guys. If you want to see how this bronzer goes on my skin, keep watching. Okay guys, we're doing another NARS bronzer review. I can't wait to get stuck into this. So this is the Sun Wash Diffusing Bronzer in the shade Falaises. So Falaises actually means cliff in French, if you didn't know. Yeah, I did some research. So as you know, NARS is a French brand. A lot of their shade names are French words. So it means cliff. So we are going to test this out on my skin today. I currently have on my face just some Huda Beauty Nude palette. If you want to check out that review, I will link it here for you guys. I also have some foundation and highlight and that kind of thing. The foundation I'm wearing is the designer brand 24-hour Longwear foundation in the shade Deep Honey, which is the shade that I helped create. If you want to see the video about that process, I will link it here for you as well. But the reason we're here is this bronzer. Let me tell you a little bit more about it. This bronzer itself comes in 4 shades. This is the deepest of the 4. I have tested out the shade Casino in the same line. Casino was too light for me. This is actually deeper. This is the deepest of the 4, so fingers crossed. Now this retails for $58 AUD. It's available at Mecca.com, Mecca Maxia or Mecca Cosmetica, so, or any of the Meccas that sell NARS. So before we get into it, I will swatch it on the back of my hand, just so we can see what we're kind of working with. It's promising. I can see it. It does have a bit more of a reddy undertone, and if you've seen any of my bronzer videos, you know how much I live for a red base bronzer. Like, so yum. So before we get into this though, I'm going to talk a little bit more about some brushes. There are some bronzer brushes that I prefer to use, but I thought I would give you guys a brush for bronzer, not a Q&A, 101. So I actually like to kind of do a subtle contour with my bronzer. So I like to concentrate it along my cheeks, and I do kind of go around the perimeter of my face. But to achieve that more chiseled look, I need to use a brush that has a more of a tapered top. So there are 3 brushes that I like to use. The first one is the Morphe E51, which is the brush I'm going to be using today. Retails for $26 AUD from Morphe.com. Oh, it's actually not Morphe.com.au. I think it's Morphe. I think it's au.morphe.com. Yeah, au.morphe.com for Australia. And I like it because of that. It's kind of angled. I can really kind of push the powder into the skin and kind of sculpt where I want it to go. So this is a good cheap suggestion. I also have kind of in the same family is the Morphe E4. This retails for $21 AUD from au.morphe.com, and I like this one similar to this one, except it's a little bit more softer in a way, just because it's less dense than the other brushes. Another really good one is the Benefit Hoola bronzer brush. This brush is so soft, so you can actually get quite a good chiseled look as well as it being kind of soft. It's kind of like a hybrid in between the two types of bronzing you can do. So this one retails for $42 AUD from Benefit counters in Myers or benefit.com.au as well. So that's a good one there. And something that's a little bit very similar to the Benefit but a lot more cost effective or cheaper, inexpensive, is the Real Techniques blush brush. I like to use this to contour as well, to bronze as well, a bronze contour type situation with this one. And this retails for $24.99 AUD, and it's available at Priceline and Ray White Chemist, and yeah, just your local chemist really. iHerb sell these, iHerb.com sell these as well. So that's a cheaper version of this, but they essentially will do the exact same thing. Then if you want to bronze and make it look more seamless and like diffuse and soft, as opposed to like a chiseled type of contour, type of bronzer. How many times have I said contour when I mean bronzer? Yeah, bronzer. If you're wanting to get a more soft, diffused bronzer look, I've got 3 brushes that I like to use. My favorite one, which is actually the most expensive, I feel, I think out of these, yeah, it's the most expensive, would have to be the, that's not it. That is not it. This one is the Marc Jacobs The Bronze Brush. This retails for 105 AUD. I know who's spending $100 on a brush. Well, me, because I'm bougie like that, and girl, long hair don't care, okay? I live for this brush. Every time I use it, I kind of use it if I'm going to be doing a little bit of a contour, because this gives you the most seamless, diffuse look you could ever imagine. It is just, the way that this deposits product on your face is freakishly weird. Like, it's just freakishly good. It's amazing. I love. This is available at where did I buy this from? That's right, sephora.com.au or Sephora in store. And then I'll give you a less expensive but still kind of up there in price. This is the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Airbrush Powder and Bronzer #1 brush. This is kind of going to give you a similar effect with this one, but I just find that this is kind of better. But if you want to still get a similar effect, this is also a good alternative. Once again, it's very dense, quite, you know, large surface area, so you're going to get a diffused look. I live. And then for, you know, because I've got to be cost effective, and you know, not everyone has the money to pay these prices. I get it, I understand, which is why I've given you another option. This is the Real Techniques powder brush. So as it implies, it's for powder products, but once again, it does have a very similar brush head. It's kind of like a hybrid. If these two would have a baby, it would be this one. This is also going to give you a very soft, diffused look, but it does pick up product a lot more than these ones, so you will have to dust off the excess with this one a little bit more than the others. But this retails for $27.99 AUD, and it's available at Priceline, iHerb, and Terry White Chemist. So check that one out if you want to get it. Okay, now that we have gone through the brushes, I know I'm getting excited, y'all. We are gonna finally go into actually demoing and trying this product out. I'm gonna zoom you guys in closer just so you can get a good visual look at what is going on. So some of the claims for this bronzer is it's developed for those seeking a matte solution. This powder bronzer imparts a natural warmth and soft focus finish. Equipped with soft blurring technology, this silky smooth and weightless powder diffuses and blurs imperfections for an all-over flawless effect. Soft to touch and ultra blendable, this innovative bronzing powder delivers second skin color and it grants natural looking warmth. So, okay. I'm here for it. I will put on the screen for you guys my foundation shades. I just like to do this so that you guys have a reference as to what foundation you are, and if it is like too light or too dark, you can make that judgment based on my foundation shades, whether it will suit you, knowing what your foundation shades are. Does that make sense? So this is my face currently with no bronzer. I have not bronzed. We are going to bronze. I'm going to be using the Morphe E51 brush, as I said earlier, to get this on my face. I am going to look this way. We'll start on this side first. Going into this. Not an overly lot coming up on the brush. I'm not sure if I'm, yeah, there's a hint of color. It's very, very, very subtle. And I feel like I'm actually having to like dig a lot. So there's that side with no bronzer. And with a bronzer. I don't know, can you see anything? I'm not sure, guys. Alright, I'm gonna do the like my whole face, and I knew it was gonna be subtle, but man, that's subtle. Like, I think it is doing something. I don't know, guys. What do you reckon? Like, do you think that there's something there? I think it's there. It's just taking a little bit to build up on it. And what is there is very, very soft. It's probably like only one shade darker than my skin tone. But there's no kick up on the pan, like, at all. Look. No kick up. It must be maybe baked. I've never experienced, actually that's a lie. Casino was like that, and I was digging quite a bit to try and get some payoff, but let me zoom you out. I'll be back. Let me zoom you out. Thoughts. Let's do thoughts. I feel like it looks amazing. I actually really like it. It's such a subtle, natural looking bronzer. It's probably the most natural bronzer that I have ever come across. I think that's more to do with the color of the bronzer as opposed to, well, anything else. In terms of how it applies and wears, I did have to build a fair bit to get this to come up, because initially it didn't look like there was anything, but there just seems to be like a hint of warmth and redness just kind of in the peripheral. Now, I'll have to wear this a little bit more to get a sense of what it's actually doing. Try it with other foundations, because I do have other foundations that are a little bit deeper than this one, and would it show up on that, you know what I mean? So in terms of its color and whether it suits me, if you are even a touch darker than I am, this is not going to be for you. Like, this color is not going to work for you whatsoever. For me, it's just doable. Like, it looks so natural. Like, I actually really like the way my face looks right now. Like, I really like the way that it's just gently contouring and gently giving structure and dimension to the face. I really did enjoy this. I mean, they weren't lying when they said if you wanted a soft touch. What was it? Soft touch. They said something. Yeah, soft blurring technology, soft focus finish, natural warmth. It ticks all of those boxes for me, this particular shade for me, and I feel really excited because a lot of my bronzers are either very brown and rich in color, like my e.l.f. bronzer, or they're very red and earthy in tone, like my Becca Maui Nights and my MAC Sunlit, MAC Press Powder in Sun Power. So that's all on the red spectrum. Milani Earth Glow, which I don't know if I've uploaded that video yet, but that is more kind of in between a brown and a red, whereas this is purely just, I don't know even how to describe it. It's just that I love it. The more I look at it, the more I look at my face, the more I see how it just melds everything together, the more I love it. Guys, I'm hella excited about this bronzer. Child, I have some things. I'm gonna try this bronzer with other foundations and see how it wears with that and how it looks with that. But for like my natural beat days, listen, I am here for it. I would even suggest using a more like fluffy brush, like the three that I was telling you guys about earlier, instead of a pushy type contouring type brush, only because the way that this is described to be used is like a soft wash of color. Tells me that these type of brushes would work a lot better. You would get more of that soft diffuse look. If you wanted to go ahead and then contour or chisel out the cheeks a little bit, this is not the bronzer to do that. You know how I said I like to do that with my bronzer? No, this would be a bronzer that I would use to just get a soft focused look. Anyway guys, yo, I could keep talking about this bronzer forever. I love it. The more I am looking in my mirror and my viewfinder, the more I'm like, who is she? Like, you can't tell me nothing with my face beat like this to the gods. I live. Okay, enough. I'm gonna stop tooting my own horn. Yes, so that's everything, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe, hit that thumbs up, all that good stuff, because you know, I feel like this is a win video. I am living for this bronzer. So yes, that's all I have for you guys. I will see y'all on the next video. Take care. Bye.